The evening comes in slowly. Outside, the sky turns the color of soft grey wool. Not dark yet, just gentle. Inside, the room is warm. A small lamp glows on the side table. The light is not bright. It is soft. It rests on the walls like a calm hand. A cup of tea sits nearby. Steam rises in a thin ribbon. It smells like chamomile and honey, or maybe peppermint. Something simple, something kind. Take a slow breath. The chair by the window is ready. A familiar chair, the kind that knows you, the kind that holds your shape without asking questions. A basket of yarn sits on the floor beside it. The basket is worn. It has a bend in the handle from years of use. Inside, the yarn is tucked in loose coils. Some of it is creamy white. Some is pale blue, a soft brown, a faded rose color. You do not rush. You reach down and touch one skein. The yarn feels cool at first. Then it warms under your fingers. It has a gentle fuzz, not messy, just soft, like a quiet snowfall in cloth form. The crochet hook rests on top, smooth metal, or maybe wood. A hook with a little shine from years of being held. The house makes its small sound. The faint tick of a clock in the next room. The soft settling of wood. A quiet sigh from the heater. Outside, snow falls without any hurry. It does not slam against the window. It drifts. It floats down like feathers. It makes the world look slower. Let the room feel quiet. You pull a small blanket over your lap. It is not fancy. It is simply warm. It has a corner that is slightly frayed. The kind of fray that feels like proof of life. You lift the yarn. You loop it gently around your fingers. The first stitch is always a small beginning, a simple start, a tiny promise. The hook moves in and out, over and through. A motion you do not need to think about too much. Take a slow breath as you stitch. The room feels even softer. You are not trying to impress anyone. You are not trying to finish fast. You are just here. A winter evening. A warm lamp. A quiet chair. A basket of yarn. And the slow comfort of making something by hand. There is a certain kind of quiet that brings memories close. Not sharp memories, not dramatic ones, just gentle ones, like a familiar song playing from another room. You think of your grandmother. Maybe she lived nearby when you were young. Maybe she lived far away. But in your mind, she feels close. You remember her hands. Hands that worked. Hands that folded towels. Hands that peeled apples. Hands that buttoned coats. Hands that held a crochet hook like it belonged there. Take a slow breath. She did not rush. If she made a blanket, she made it one stitch at a time. If she made a scarf, she made it slowly. She let the yarn tell her what it wanted to become. You can almost see her now. A simple living room, a small table, a lamp that cast a warm circle of light. She might have had a cup of tea too, or coffee, cooled just a little, because she forgot it while she worked. The clock ticked back then too. Tick, tick, tick. And she stitched. In her lap, a growing piece of comfort. Sometimes she talked while she worked. Soft words, simple words. She might have told stories about winters long ago, about school days, about church hats, about saving scraps of yarn in a tin. But sometimes she did not talk at all. Sometimes she simply sat with the quiet, and that quiet felt safe. Let the room feel quiet. You remember how she kept her yarn. Maybe in a basket, maybe in a paper bag, maybe in a little wooden box. There was always one ball of yarn that rolled away, always, and she would smile, just a little, and reach for it. As you crochet now, you feel her influence, not as a heavy feeling, not as sadness, just warmth, like the memory of a quilt. You can hear her voice in a simple way. Don't pull too tight. Let your hands relax. One stitch is enough for tonight. Take a slow breath. You look down at your work. The stitches are steady. They are not perfect, but they are honest. And somehow that feels like something she would have liked. You imagine her sitting beside you, not speaking, just present, just calm. Her presence is not loud. It is gentle. It is like a soft shawl on your shoulders. And in this quiet winter evening, that is enough. The hook keeps moving. The yarn slides through your fingers. There is a rhythm to it, a small rhythm, a private one. In a world that can feel busy, this is slow, this is steady, this is yours. Take a slow breath. You think about the things made by hand, a crocheted dishcloth, a simple scarf, a baby blanket, a small doily placed under a vase. These are not just items. They are time, they are patience, they are love shown in a quiet way, not loud love, not showy love, just the kind that sits beside you. You remember gifts that were handmade. Maybe you received a hat once, a soft one with a little ribbed edge. Maybe you got mittens or a lap blanket. Maybe someone made you something when you were sick, or when you moved into a new home, or when you had your first child. Handmade things have a certain feeling. They hold warmth in a different way. They hold care. Let the room feel quiet. Outside, the snow continues. It covers the porch steps. It rests on the branches. It turns the yard into a soft, pale whirl. Inside, the lamplight stays steady. The tea cools a bit. You take a small sip. The taste is mild. It warms your throat. You return to the yarn. The texture is familiar. Soft, a little springy. Sometimes yarn squeaks faintly as it moves. A tiny sound, only noticeable in a quiet room. The hook clicks softly when it catches the loop. Click, pull through, loop, click, pull through, loop. Take a slow breath. You think of tradition, not tradition that feels strict, not tradition that feels heavy, just gentle tradition, the kind that says, this has comfort in it, the kind that says, we have done this before, the kind that says, slow is allowed. You remember winter evenings from long ago, when the sun set early, when supper dishes were washed, when the house settled down. Someone might have read, someone might have mended, someone might have knitted or crocheted. Maybe you were the child watching, maybe you were the one stitching. Either way, it returns now, this quiet, this steady motion, this calm feeling of being at home. Let the room feel quiet, the clock keeps ticking, and your hands keep making small, neat rows of peace. There is something about crochet that invites noticing. Noticing the little things, the way the yarn rests in your palm, the way it slides when your fingers relax, the way it resists when you pull too tight. Take a slow breath. You loosen your grip slightly. The yarn responds. It becomes easier. Your shoulders drop without you even thinking about it. The blanket on your lap feels heavier now, in a good way, a grounding weight. The air near the window is cooler. You feel it when you turn your head, but the rest of the room is warm. You hear the snow. In a strange way, snow is quiet. But it has a sound, a soft hush, a muted world. Let the room feel quiet. You remember small moments, not the big events, just the simple ones. A winter coat hanging by the door, boots lined up on a mat, the smell of clean laundry, a kitchen that still smelled like supper. You remember the way your grandmother might have counted stitches under her breath. 1, 2, 3, not to be perfect, just to stay steady. You smile a little, not because anything is funny, just because the memory is gentle. Take a slow breath. You look at the piece you are making. Maybe it is a scarf. Maybe it is a small blanket square. Maybe it is a simple rectangle that will become something later. For now, it does not matter what it will be. It matters that it is becoming, stitch by stitch, quietly, patiently. You pause for a moment. Your hands rest. The yarn lies across your fingers like a soft ribbon. The hook rests in your palm. You listen, clock ticking, heater humming, snow falling, and your own breathing. Slow, steady. Let the room feel quiet. Then you begin again. A loop, a pull through, a small click, a neat stitch. Each stitch feels like a tiny way of saying, I am here. Not in a loud way, in a calm way, in the way a candle says it, just by burning softly. You keep going, not fast, not slow on purpose, just comfortable, just right. Take a slow breath and let the winter evening hold you gently. The night grows deeper outside. The snow keeps falling, or maybe it has begun to slow. The window looks like a quiet picture, a peaceful scene. Inside, the lamp still glows. The tea is nearly gone. You can taste the last warm sip. It feels like something simple and good. Take a slow breath. Your crochet piece has grown. Not dramatically, just enough. A few more rows, a little more softness added to the world. You run your fingers over the stitches. They feel like small bumps of comfort, little knots of time, little marks of patience. You think again of your grandmother, not with heaviness, with warmth, as if she's part of the room, as if her calm has travelled forward into your hands. Let the room feel quiet. You imagine all the winter evenings she lived through, all the lamps she sat beside, all the cups of tea, all the ticking clocks, and all the yarn slipping through her fingers. You are part of that same slow line of evenings, a gentle tradition, a quiet kind of care. You do not need to do anything big tonight. You do not need to fix the world. You do not need to solve anything. Tonight, you can simply make one more stitch, and then another, and then rest. Take a slow breath. You set the hook down for a moment. You look at the basket of yarn. It waits patiently. It does not demand. It does not rush you. It will be there tomorrow or another night, whenever you are ready. You pull the blanket a little higher on your lap. It feels like a warm hug. The room feels safe. The winter outside feels distant. The lamplight feels like a small promise. Let the room feel quiet. And as this evening settles in around you, may you feel the comfort of simple things. May you feel the peace of slow hands and soft yarn. May you feel the steady tick of time, not as pressure, but as a gentle companion. May you carry this calm with you, like a warm blanket folded over your heart. Take a slow breath and let the night be quiet.